Hey guys, it's me, Ria. Hopping on with a message today, guys. Just hopping on. I thought I would do some more 11:11 readings today. I'm in the pool area downstairs at the condo, and I just got out of the exercise room, did a few minutes on the elliptical, but it's been a really mellow day. Did a lot of meditating and resting and just feeling that vibe. Today it's very, let me show you, it's very gloomy out. That's really cool. From the pool room, we got the ocean out there, but it's really a cloudy, rainy day. So I've been doing a lot of reflecting, introspecting, meditating, that kind of thing. Hey, Pam, Gary. Hey, Leona. Hey, guys. Thank you for joining. Please share out if you don't mind. And just hopping on. Thought I'd hop on and do some readings. And what I really wanted to share with you guys was a couple things that Spirit's been communicating with me. And the first thing is that Spirit is always communicating. Spirit is everywhere, all at once before us. For we are God's source energy, reflecting that aspect of ourself in the physical to engage, to interact, to communicate, to guide, to give us that physical experience as a spirit through our journey on earth as Pam, as Leona, as Kimmy Siegel. Thank you, Kimmy. And it is so funny. So today I was on the elliptical. I didn't feel like running. It was wet and didn't want to do a lift because I already did a lift yesterday. So I was just listening to some YouTube channeling. But I look at my elliptical and it says, boom, Spirit right in front of me. And I always go on that thing. And I never noticed the name brand was Spirit in capital letters. Then it is everywhere. It's right on the front monitor. I look over to the treadmill beside me, Spirit in big, bold, capitalized letters. I look down at my feet, Spirit. I look to the right at a bike machine, Spirit. And what Spirit was sharing, which Spirit is a collective string of consciousness that we hold within us, within our DNA, within our cellular memory, that is being reflected in our physical, well, through symbols and signs, but we are one with Spirit because it's everywhere all at once, including the treadmill, including the bike machine, including whatever is before me, my phone. Spirit is always communicating. We are Spirit. It is that physical reflection of that multidimensional self appearing in solid, quote unquote, solid form on our journey in life. We as humans like to compartmentalize. We like to separate ourselves because the experience seems so separate in the physical, but that is exactly what we came to co-create. Hey, Conchetta. Thank you, guys. Like I'm looking outside here. It's a parking lot next to the ocean, and I see a truck. Well, that truck seems so separate from me, but in reality, it's still reflecting a conglomeration of energy representative of myself. And everything is always showing us who we are and who we think we're not, and the contrast of our energies. So today, what a beautiful day. Hey, Frank Goodhue. Oh my God, I always think of Art Goodhue. He was a client of mine when I see your name, Frank Goodhue, but he was spelled H-U-E. And he was a beautiful earth angel for me. He's in spirit world. But really, he's in spirit world, but he's here now with us. So I always think of that, Frank. So yeah, you must have beautiful angelic energy as well, that earth angel. And not that we're not all earth angels, but a lot of us are playing parts of being conscious of that spiritual energy that we are, and our intent and our connection to God's source energy, having that at a conscious, having that in our conscious awareness. So what I wanted to share today, starting off with that, is I did a reading yesterday for somebody, Radiator. I don't think he's here right now, but anyways, in his reading, it said that how as he was transmuting energies, like, so things, we can be on our path, but still have thicker energies, denser energies that we are transmuting. And it is no less than multidimensional skipping. So what is it called? Timeline. We're timeline skipping. And every minute we are shifting our energies. Bashar would say, I don't know, millions of times, even though that's hard for our human perception to conceive. But we will receive out of nowhere sometimes energies that we are actually working with multidimensional. but they appear as maybe drama, or they appear as a sticky situation that we're working through. And what we're doing as we allow that energy into our awareness, we're literally transmuting it. Our awareness, our being is pure love and light. So when we gaze or bring awareness to something and surrender, accept it, don't fight it or resist it, we're literally transmuting that energy into the light and love that it is. So as we face those little areas in this timeline that really are multidimensionally connected, we are affecting that multidimensional self. And as we are transmuting those dense energies, drama, tricky circumstances, health issues, something not going our way, or what we observe in the mass collective, as we observe it in neutrality as an observer, as we bring it into our awareness from that observer and just surrendering to it and observing it, we are literally transmuting it. And what we're doing is we're gaining the light from that incident. So I was telling John yesterday, he might out of nowhere be facing this energy, but what he's actually doing is he has chosen at a soul level to almost like super infuse or time travel or timeline travel this energy to transmute, because what he's doing as he transmutes that energy, he's gaining that light, he's gaining that awareness from that tricky situation. And that goes whether you call it multidimensional or other timelines or just believing in linear time. You can even think of it as linear time. As you go down your linear time, your master light blasting thick situations, dense situations, drama, misalignment, health issues, jobs, a messy house, dirty dishes, whatever. As you go through the process of going through it, you're literally blasting light. But the light that you're blasting is really just the light codes within you that are already there, but you're activating them through your allowance and surrendering to your own experience before you, which is spirit. It goes back to my original statement. Spirit, 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 spirit. Whether it be dark, whether it be light, that's irrelevant. You are blasting light within you. It's already there, but you're allowing it by burning through the fog, by transmuting that darkness, whether it be dark clouds, fog, like I said, somebody imposing something on you that you feel is being imposed, but really it's for you to transmute. Even the government, even the mass consciousness, we chose to have that experience to transmute it. Oh my God, is it hot in here? So it's a heated pool and it's really humid. And now I'm sweating from my exercise. So it's double whammy. And then this energy coming through. So it's just really, really beautiful when now, if nothing else, it gives you maybe a little bit more open perception as you're dealing these dense energies or going through them, even on this new timeline of the new shiny you. We can look at anything that we have to transmute or go through, not as density or us clearing shadows even. You can now approach it and look at it as, shoo, I am blasting right through this density. I am blasting my light through the shadows, the density, the confusion, the unknown, and you're blazing a trail of light. And the trail of light you're blazing is through you. And then it appears on your outside world. So you don't even have to think of it as, oh, I'm clearing shadows, or, oh, this part of me's got to be fixed or cleared or healed. No, no, no. You're healed. You're simply transmuting any energies with your light, which is a gift because it's releasing, illuminating, and expanding and activating your own light codes. Boom. Interesting. Oh, I just got done exercising. So yes, very, oh my freaking ass, Lord. Wasn't even looking at that. Yes, it's coming apart, Lauren. Yeah, so I actually had it even more interesting earlier. So, so yeah. And that just gives us that higher frequency perception of our life. And that is so beautiful because we're vibrating in a higher frequency. And as we allow and surrender and accept what is before us, knowing it is an extension of us, a reflection, a hologram, an expression, we can then see through God eyes, hear with God mind, and think with God mind, because we're operating at that higher God source frequency. Holy shit, I am sweating. I should go outside. So I thought that was really, really interesting. And a lot of times when we meditate, or you might get a healing or a channeling from someone, they say, oh, you need to bring more light to this area, the area that is maybe stagnant or blocked. You got to bring more light to it. Well, that's exactly what we're doing as we live our life in the awareness, in the present moment of now, and surrender to all our experience, and that awareness as an observer, not being, what's the word, responsive and quick from the ego point of view, but just taking that breath in, that in breath is doing so much. It might seem like you're doing nothing but observing, and you might say, holy shit, how in the hell am I going to change anything without acting? But when you take that in breath, when you breathe in your oxygen, so much is happening behind the scenes in that moment, in that pause. The oxygen's going all over, going in, and it's entering it's going through the lungs and pumping through the heart and entering the bloodstream, and then the bloodstream's carrying all those cells to fix and to clear and to heal and to bring light and clearing toxins to your body. It's all working in symbiosis. So as you take that breath in, that is the same as taking that pause and aware with neutrality as an observer to those outside densities, or those illusions that appear real, or the things that aren't as comfortable. It's no different than the work is being done. The light is being transmuted just by us bringing awareness to it, as it is when taking that breath in, and all that stuff happening behind the scenes for us. Blood being cleared, movement, oxygen being brought to all part of our cells, and keeping every little of our physical being alive. That is showing the inside part of us as what's happening actually as we bring our awareness outside. The outside awareness is like, it's using our free will, taking a minute action to observe and just allow. Allow is your action part. Taking that inhale is your action part. And so much is happening behind the scenes just through that awareness and through that small being present. All right. Holy crap, it's hot. All right. I love hair. Oh my freaking ass, Lord. All right. The song, This Little Light of Mine, popped into my heart. Oh my God, I love that, Frank. This little light of mine is going to shine, shine, shine. This little light of mine is going to shine. Oh my God. And that's something that, like, you would see kids. So this song you might see you'll hear it in a concert given by children in elementary school. And it always it makes me want to cry because it's so beautiful. But this little light of mine is shining. What it's actually doing too, Frank, is activating that child, that innocence, that allowance, that ability to live totally in the present moment, Frank. So thank you so much for sharing that. This little light of mine is going to shine, and it shines and it pops and it expands and it illuminates as we allow. All right. Just like when we breathe in, and we can all do that for a second, guys, if you want. We'll breathe in. We'll breathe into our heart space. It's all about the heart. It's all about the present moment. It's all about, there is only the now. There's no past and there's no future. It's all occurring now. And also, as we allow our awareness to stay in the present moment of now, the spirit will show us exactly what we need, like the spirit popping up all over the exercise room. It's always there, speaking, communicating, reflecting exactly what we need, whatever it is, whether it's a contrastal experience or whether it's something that seems to resonate, but it's still all us, and it's all working for the expansion of our love and light, and it's all intricately connected to our multidimensional self. What we do now is affecting that multidimensional self, and it's all about allowing more light. So we'll just take a nice deep breath in, guys, to our heart space. Just take a nice deep breath in and hold it and feel into this moment. Drop from the mind and into the heart. Feel your energy illuminating, visualizing it, expanding. And all the little yous and all the dimensions just dancing together and rejoicing. The unlimited consciousness that you are. All of the God self parts that you are, aspects. And exhale. So know, as you connected to this present moment awareness, to your heart, and took that breath in, you are illuminating and reflecting all of this light to be reflected in your outside world. So the more you allow, the more light you ignite, and then the manifesting before you is higher frequency. It is manifesting and reflecting higher frequency stuff. You guys are all reflecting this message. I'm just an aspect of you bringing forth something into your awareness, just like you guys in your comments and being here. You are all showing me and sharing in your light and love an aspect of myself, and it takes all parts. Like I wouldn't have had that, whatever I just said about the little light of mine shining without Frank's comment. Love recognizing the spirit. Yes. Hey, Bernadette, long time no see. Oh, thank you. I just got just got done the elliptical, and I'm a mess, but thank you. But I do prefer myself all like natural and out of exercise mode because I had all the energy moving, spirits really was activating. I'm always conversing and communicating with spirit within. And I like that version of me actually way better than all finely tailored and groomed and perfect. Perfect. I like my natural self. All right. So I thought I'll pull a collective, and if any of you guys out there want your own personal reading, I did stick my PayPal up in the comments, 1111, for a reading. And what I thought that I would pull today for the collective is I'm going to use this Wisdom of the House of Night cards that I got for Christmas for my daughter. And it tends to kind of bring forth maybe those areas that we are transmuting. And then I thought I would combine it with the mystical wisdom, the insight, the insight in the light. It's almost like the two. I don't want to say dark in a negative way, but the dark is so important because what it does is it activates our light. It continues that expansion. It is the catalyst and the trigger for us to ignite and illuminate all that we are, not just this timeline, but all timelines. And every time we ignite, we're changing our frequency and we're switching timelines. So this is so important. And I've been finding the couple times that I've used these cards since Christmas, they're a little deeper. They're a little deeper. And then this will bring forth the mystical wisdom maybe that we're activating or shifting to. So I'll do a collective. And then if anyone wants their own personal, just let me know. Oh my God, it's hot. All right. So I'll do this one first. And my intent, as always, is always to bring forth the highest frequency information. And you guys are the ones creating this. You guys are the ones bringing this information. What do you need to know now? And even if you receive it or understand it differently than how I am expressing it, that makes it personal for you. That's taking your own divine frequency, all that you are and made up of within, and you definitely take what you resonate with. Doesn't have to exactly match mine. It might be just one little bit of information that pops up for you. So just clear. Frank, if you're still there, I got that song popping through my mind too. That little light of mine is going to shine, but that little light, what Spirit is saying, isn't so little anymore. That little light of mine that's going to shine, shine, shine isn't so little. It's like overtaking. It's overtaking. It's like the sun totally encapsulating all that we are because we're activating all of us and we truly are becoming more crystalline light beings because we're activating that as we allow all of the shadows or the darkness or the density as we allow and surrender and stop fighting it and resisting it, which is where all you guys are. You're master light blasters. You are master teachers and teachers of this as well. Shoo! All right. All right. Boom. Shoo! Whoops, got the booklet here. All right, guys. So what Spirit wants to bring forth as we let's just see what it says. I'm not even going to explain anything until I get into it here. All right. So we have, oh my God, does this card not say it all? Love. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. This is such a me card. So we got this heart stone, go figure. But within this heart stone, there's this little darker heart. Oh shit. This is so beautiful how Spirit manifests and affirms everything that you guys are bringing forth. So this bigger heart is holding this little dark heart. It's like got this nice little natural tie. See that? And it's even just saying those areas that are dark or not comfortable or not so pleasant or what we might have considered quote unquote evil or bad in the past are really serving the greater love. It is expanding us. They are intricately tied together. And not only on this experience of love, but all timelines, because love is eternal. It exists everywhere all at once. It is not bound by space or time. This just says it all. And what better symbolism? She's holding it in her hands. We hold that love in our hands. We hold it in our awareness. We hold it in our experience of all that we go through, all that is before us now. We hold it. We are creating it as well, and we are cradling it, and we are taking care of it. Holy son of a bee. And it's got this little symbol on it. I'm not sure what the symbol is, so I'll read the page, but holy cow. She's holding there's like all of these codes and lights on this heart, but it's also all embedded in her skin as well. It looks like cracks in the skin, but she's also holding all of that time. Everything that is embodied in this heart and the codes and everything is everything that is held within her is also experienced without her. And that's what we came for, guys. We came for a physical reality. We didn't come to be in the non-physical. So it's really cool. We're actually incorporating all because essentially we are non-physical as well. And we're taking all of our non-physical selves and all of these other timelines and parallel parts of us, and we're actually bringing it in through our present awareness of now. So when there is that situation, you could have decided as a human, oh, I want to help to expand and gain the light in this timeline from another timeline, and then that's when you traverse or enter other timelines that might be a little darker, a little trickier, a little more challenging, but that very thing expands the love and you gain the light. See the light in her chin? She's gaining the light by allowing all through her awareness. All right, that is really awesome card, man. I mean, geez, crow. What number is it? It's a 10, son of a bee. That 10 represents the end of old cycles, entering that new cycle, the new beginnings, new foundations, building upon new frequencies, building upon new light, and just keep on expanding and expanding and expanding that light. We are creating and operating from a different way that is not as limiting as we once thought. We realize that what is a purus is not the whole situation. It is not the end all, but a minuscule little molecule speck of something that is much more great and intricately connected and tied. All timelines are connected, all dimensions, all physical and non-physical, all love and all light and dark. It's all connected, guys. 10. What a beautiful card. Thank you, Father. That's all I get to say. Thank you, guys. Thank you, soul family. Oh my God. And then this goes back to kind of what Frank was saying, this little light of mine is going to shine. And then I related it to a children's concert, and that child, a child will usually sing it. And it says, my child, my wondrous one, it is time to celebrate because love is calling you to open your heart and receive my blessings. Choosing this symbol is a powerful sign that love in all forms is full in your life now. So goes to the beginning message when I was in the exercise room, and spirit, go on those machines all the time, never notice the spirit showing everywhere. I'll have to go show you. And it's just saying that love is everywhere. You think of spirit, you think of love, high frequency, God source energy. Well, God, spirit is everywhere. And we're aware of that now. We're seeing things and feeling things and understanding with God mind because we have allowed ourselves to activate light, be more light, permeate more light, embody more of that which we innately are. It's not that we're creating it, we're allowing it. There's a responsibility. Oh, okay. So there's a responsibility to this also. You must give love freely without conditions and love others because your heart is open. There is something else here to consider. Love can be confusing force too, and can sometimes ask a sacrifice of you. If your heart is aching, and I'm feeling it right now in my heart, so probably someone might be having an achy heart or going through grief or a sense of loss, but that too is an illusion. Even though the experience is real and the physical, I can feel it. That's just part of the human journey. If your heart is aching and feels like it's broken, know that love has a greater love for you later. No matter where you are in your life right now, love has come to guide you into an important experience. Trust and love. So even this little heart looks like the heartbreak that's always bound to you, that grief, that sense of loss, whether it be a child, a person, a place, a thing, a relationship, a partner, a family member, it's always bounded to you. But what it really is there for is to open our hearts more and to bring us into a greater allowance of love. not conditional and not expectational through just that one little expression. When you lose an expression of love that we're attached to and it leaves us, we do feel a sense of loss, but that loss is to be filled with a greater sense of love. So beautiful. All right. So let's see what conscious spirit has to say about that. Oh, I already pulled that. That's right. Battle the blues. Take steps toward positive change. So this card is going along with this card because this is kind of how we feel sometimes when we are at a loss, when we sometimes the loss and the grief just does choose us to surrender, but it allows us to surrender. When we can't do anything about the loss, we might feel helpless, hopeless. We might feel like all of our desires and dreams are dashed. But what that does is when we feel that state of being, we kind of throw in the towel. We'll put down the sword, and then we enter that grief. It allows us to tune in, tap into all of these emotions, and then we're just kind of floating in the abyss. But that's a state of surrender that can bring forth greater insight and understanding and connection to who we are, to who we really are. It acted as a trigger, a catalyst, an opening for us to enter a greater part of us that is multidimensional, that is not limited to just that flow of love, whether it be a relationship or a job or a career, a way of being or a state of life. That is just a tiny, tiny aspect. And when sometimes those things are taken away from us, we don't know what to do and we just surrender. But in that surrendering, we enter this greater flow represented by the river, the water, the moon being in full illumination. And that moon is purple. It's Christ consciousness. It's unconditional love, and it's illuminating. So as much as something might affect us really severe and deep and hurt and break us, that is also because we're in a dualistic reality. It opens us up to the other end of that unconditional love, eternal love, bliss, and peace. Battle the blues. Take steps forward to positive change. So let's see what that has to say. Battle the bliss. Battle, 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 the bliss. Battle of the blues, I mean, not the bliss. The battle of the blues will bring the bliss. When you have sad feelings of gloom and inadequacy, you need to recognize this is a temporary situation. Feelings of sadness and negative thoughts can immobilize you, and only you can change this. Perhaps it's a wake-up call to get into action and make changes. Take small steps and keep moving every day to bring positive change and self-empowerment. Exercise, study, socialize with like-minded people like we're doing. Listen to music, this little light of mine, and talk about your feelings with trusted friends and family. It's about moving the energy, guys. Know that the magic of the universe and the angels are there to support and guide you. Gather the courage and rise to meet the challenge. I take small steps every day to make positive changes in my life for happiness and fulfillment. And that's about just given to yourself. I'm feeling it's given to yourself. And I know that Spirit has been talking about what can you do today to feed yourself, to help yourself, to raise your frequency, to give of yourself, because it is essentially through that you learn and gain a more intimate connection with self, and then that reflects in your world. But to go back to my original title was Multidimensional Salad. The multidimensional salad is as we allow ourselves to go through pains and loss and allow and surrender and just observe those moments, we literally are clearing and gaining more light from our multidimensional selves. So it's like when you clear energy or you allow a limiting experience or a sense of loss into your experience, you're actually activating and giving and gaining more light, because it puts you in a state of being where you're eventually going to surrender and be open to receive, or it might ask you to question. So you're gaining the multidimensional salad where you're allowing yourself multidimensional experience, and you're gaining that in a salad. So it's like every time you allow yourself the experience and surrender and know that it is a piece of you, it's a piece of you giving yourself food. It's like adding that tomato when you get a blast of light and you go through an experience. It's like, shoom, you're activating that light. You're getting that tomato or that cucumber or that lettuce, and you're gaining. It's like your multidimensional selves is like this big salad, healthy, nutritious for you, or whatever you like to eat. Maybe it's a pizza for you. Maybe it's a pizza with everything or whatever. Supreme. That's what the word is. Supreme pizza. For me, I like a nice big salad with other stuff. But so when you allow all experiences, you're adding to your salad in this physical timeline, So when you do go through these experiences, think of it as you are adding to the fullness of this timeline, even though it appears like that experience was on this timeline. It affects all timelines and you gain more light. You're always gaining more light. So these two cards go really well hand in hand, because this state of being, the sense of loss, feels like maybe the little darker unmet dreams, desires, hopes, all of that kind of stuff, fulfillment. But it's really feeding and aiding to the whole. So this could be like one area where you have transmuted energy, you allowed an experience, but it actually affected you multidimensionally, and it actually activated light that you're holding within that you gain. It brings you to a more universal, multidimensional state of being, where you're not limited by your outside here. Like, I look outside, I see driveway, I see some cars, the ocean, the beauty, but all that I see before me holds the information of multiple limitless timelines. It's all holding that information. So as I transmute energies and work through things on this life, I'm activating all of that information that I have stored within me that are going to bring gifts, abundance, and joy on this physical timeline. Hopefully that made sense. All right. Let's see what you guys have to say. Thank you so much, Brigitte. Oh, you donated. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much for your donation. Any particular question? That's a great one. Usually our individual or personal readings always kind of expand upon the collective, because what it does is it takes a collective theme, but then it zooms in on you and how it applies to you at a personal level. So thank you for your donation, Brigitte. I just thought of the old store, the Limited. Oh, that was a store, wasn't it? It sounds familiar. What store I missed that isn't available anymore was Poor Simon's. I don't know if you guys knew that store, but oh my God, I love that store. And it had the real quality sweatshirts that were 100% cotton, not this light, fleecy, fluffy stuff, but it was authentic, like the Champion brand sweatshirts of 20 years ago. I loved them. All right, or 15 years ago. All right. So Brigitte, thank you so much for your donation. Breathe into your heart space. Know that you are the one bringing forth this message of whatever needs to be brought into your awareness. And it's all, oh my God, guys, we are all on a new timeline. And we always are, multiple times a day. And we even traverse different timelines. And we allow ourselves to traverse maybe some lower frequency timelines where it gives us the opportunity to transmute some dense energies. But in that, we gain more light. That's the reason we'll traverse different timelines even within the same day to activate our light. So look at it that way. We're activating our light. And light is eternal. We're an eternal being. This limited timeline is an illusion. We're eternal, but we're blessed to have the physical experience contained on Earth. All right, Brigitte. Hey, Melanie, good to see you. Spencer. Oh yeah, that was more of a Spencer's. That's still around in the mall here, I think, Lauren. Spencer's, like, all the posters and, I don't know, t-shirts and paraphernalia, just stuff. Yeah, a lot of different things. Yeah, I think we still have a Spencer's. I remember Zayre's, Woolworths, Ames. Riches. God, clear as a bell, Bridget. Clear as a bell. Holy son of a bee. Like, you're bitching in a good way. So as soon as I started tuning in, and I've been noticing a lot in my readings, my earbuds, they actually go out, and it's almost like I'm entering another dimension. It's really weird. It's almost like a dream where you wake up and you have a memory, and you're there, but you're here. It's almost like, Bridget, you're in a state of being where you're here and you're there. You're very open to this multi-dimension, this parallel timeline that is very profoundly affecting you now. And it's like you go in and out. Because as soon as I tuned into your energy, my headphones took on this tone of like, oh, I'm waking up from a dream and I'm either entering or leaving another time space continuum. And it's very clear, though, very, very clear. So whatever the reason of this is, it's strengthening you. You're gaining more power, and it's supporting you. Your bowels were clear and strong and concise. So you have been doing a lot of, I think, going in and out of different timelines to gain that clarity, which, by the way, how do we gain clarity and get it? Sometimes we got to traverse through these shadowy areas to activate our light. So you might even be having more dreams, more visions in your meditations, where you're experiencing yourself experiencing these other timelines, and it's you, but it's not you, because it is and it isn't. But whatever you're going through, to accept it and allow it, because it's really strengthening your overall state of being, not for just here, Bridget, but for everywhere. It's almost like things are bleeding over. Timelines are bleeding, but in this bleeding, you're gaining and gaining and gaining. And it's like a time traveler. You're literally like a time traveler. And it might be overwhelming and hard for you to grasp and understand these concepts they're saying, but just allow it and know that it's all you and it's working for you. And you're just, what you are is you're becoming more aware of your multidimensionality, in a nutshell. But it frightens me. Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah. I'm feeling that really strong for you, Bridget. Holy shit. Well, that is part of us evolving and ascending and expanding. So Bridget says, in case you guys missed it, yes, I am. And sometimes I feel that everything around me is the matrix. And I've had this feeling recently too, like, oh my God, almost like I could dissipate and just be zapped out of this reality. And it's a little scary because it is so not what we're used to. We're used to the density and the physicality, Bridget, but this is going to become the new norm. The new norm is this is what we're expanding to. And Bridget is holding this space for all of us right now through her experience. And I don't want to cry because it's so beautiful. She's holding this space and bringing forth our own contemplations and maybe questions. And through her experience, we're gaining a greater understanding through her reading. So absolutely. And it's scary because it's like none of this really was real. And then that can bring forth that sense of loss, of sadness. Like this, like I feel like this sometimes, like, oh my God, none of this is real. And I love the earthly experience so much. It makes me want to cry sometimes. I think, oh my God, none of this is even real. And it is just a matrix. But no, the experience is real. And because life is eternal, we can always be creating these physical, real experiences because it never ends, and we can choose where we want to be. But you're right. It is weird. It is strange. And it's a little scary because then I feel like nothing is real. Okay. I guess we are so used to having the outside illusion or the experience of the outside separateness hold our security, give us a platform to live, to give us our sense of realness. So when we look at the outside, oh, I am real. So when we look at the outside, it gives us that sense of being real, of existing. And then we think, oh, if we take all that away, do I even exist? Or what am I and who am I? So the concentrated physical density is dissipating, and that's what we came for. As we become more light, everything outside of us is more fluid, and we are able to traverse and time travel, but it brings forth this sense of loss and then grieving the life that we thought it was, or the life we wanted. Because I go through that. It's strange and it's weird and it makes me want to cry, because what we're doing is we're grieving over our limited thinking that this is the physical world. It is linear. It is solid. Yeah, it gives us that solid experience. It's what? Leaving us? Now what? So it's scary. You're in a transition. You're going through a transformation. Yeah, so grounding is important, but You are grounding through your breath and coming to here. Our grounding is going to look more and more different as our world seems to be in flux, as it seems to morph. That's the word. It's morphing to match our frequency. So all true grounding is through our heart. It is, and you guys know my Mother Earth heart cards. Mother Earth is always showing me and giving me that grounding, that connection, connectedness to Mother Earth. So do what's important, what stabilizes you and does bring you in your body, because we are here to be in our body. And sometimes all of these different spiritual concepts, tools, and stuff can take us out of our body, but we want to take all of that spirituality, but live it through our body. So coming to our heart space, our heart is the very thing that keeps us alive in the physical, pumps our blood, distributes our oxygen, all of that. But it's our heart, our physicality that ties us to Mother Earth. It ties us to this earthly experience. So you can do this and that. You can stay grounded, but allow yourself to flit and flutter through other dimensions to activate your light, to give you a greater, look at it this way, Brigitte, they're saying it is giving you a greater earthly experience once you integrate and know that you're still all here. The heart is a portal to all of yourself multidimensionally, but the heart also grounds you to your physical earthly experience. Because I like to ground. I love Mother Earth. I like to smell the sea air, to feel the chill, the crispness, the wind, the trees, the sun, the stars. So you are here for this experience. So take that breath in and it'll ground you to your heart, which grounds you to Mother Earth. And to go out and do that, but don't be afraid, because you're everywhere all at once anyways. You're just being more aware of it, because you're releasing the density. So you're more aware of your multidimensional self. But if it is overwhelming and becomes too much, go out and ground. For me, it is so important to ground. Yes. All right. So let's see what we got coming through for you. We'll pull what's this one called? Wisdom, House of Night. And to me, the Wisdom, House of Night is giving us wisdom to the things that we don't know, to the things that we're still not conscious, to the things that we're still not totally in our awareness at a deeper understanding. And night paralysis. You guys, I'm sure have experienced that even as a little kid. Like, when you go dimensionally traveling, but you're asleep and you can't wake yourself up. It is the worst feeling. And what happens? I just have to surrender to it. No, being in a dream, but being separate from your body, and I'm trying to open my eyes and I can't. And I know I'm there, but I know I'm here. That's scary business. But what I know I had to do is just like, all right, surrender. This is the way it is. And then eventually, boom, I wake up. That's scary too. But that's being aware of your multidimensional self. Shoo. It can seem lonely, but man, oh man, I understand not other people understanding who you are, or even your path, even your physical path, even the human choices you make can be a lonely experience. I find solace and peace and actually kind of going within and not trying to have anyone understand me, or very hermetic, like, because we have multi-beings available to us in that state of being. So I actually like, and I'm sure you do too, your alone time, but communicating and that aloneness actually causes you to turn within and actually become stronger in spirit, stronger in yourself, stronger in your communications with the non-physical, which can assist you in the physical. I'm like, I'm my own reality. My physical being and my state of being is my own physical reality within a reality. Yeah. Chaos. I don't know. Are you experiencing any chaos right now, Brigitte? Any of this going on? Or feeling like, maybe not that you're even experiencing chaos, but feeling like you're being taken up in a whirlwind and you don't understand? Like you said, it's a little scary. It's a little confusing, almost like you're being abducted. It might even feel like you're being abducted because you're being sucked into the abyss where everything is different and things aren't operating in the way they used to be. And that can feel like you're being brought up in a tornado, because this is what it is. It's a twister, it's a tornado. So you might be feeling like you're being brought up into these other dimensions. But look what's beyond this, Bridget. The sun, the open, clear sky, the light. Look at that. And it's almost like in the shape of a heart. So it's almost removing you from the density. It's a little scary because that's where we are grounded. That's where we're attached to. That's what we were brought up in. That's what we were born into. That's where we found our security. And it's almost like you're being removed. But even in this picture, there's a face. There's the lips, the nose, your spirit knows where you're going. An eye right here, the lips, the nose, another eye. This is a third eye opening. Holy crap, this is so profound, this imagery. So your third eye is opening, but to the physical part of you, it's scary. You got to kind of close your eyes. It feels like a dream. You're entering all these other dimensions. You're opening up to all the other aspects. You're truly gifted, Bridget. You're truly blessed to be open. But the physical part is having a little difficulty adjusting, and that's what a lot of us are going through. You are also is the word predecessor or not predecessor? You're going to be helping others. You're a forerunner. You're in the forefront of this timeline shifting to this greater state of awareness. So yeah, look at that. You're wide open. When I rung these bells, that's showing the clarity of your mind, your third eye, your pineal, your connection to all of those other yous. And even this, it looks like dreamy state. Like, is it real or is it not real? Am I here or am I not? Let's see what it has to say. Chaos. It can feel like that. But it's how we want to see it and perceive it. We have the ability to define things as we want. Is it chaos or is it love expanding? How do we spell that? C-H? What number is that? 9. Okay. 9. Oh my God. So the 9 is ending cycles. You are moving to a new timeline. You are entering what you asked for, but the physical part of you and the ego part of you is having a little harder time adjusting because you are wrapping up a cycle, and it is time for you to move forward into that number 10 of the collective card. Chaos. What the heck? Where is it? A storm is brewing, and misunderstandings are all too common as chaos swirls around your life right now. So, trying to find clarity, trying to make sense of everything, all the disheveledness, all the upheaval, all that is appearing in the physical world, but also what you know in your consciousness to be true. And all of those little dark spots are leaves. So it's showing a harvest. It's showing a time, an end of a cycle, a new season, a new life, a new timeline, a new you coming up. Leaves of the past swirling in your mind, memories of the past, ghosts of the past, reflecting, questioning. And what they're doing is they're being brought up in your awareness because they're actually leaving you. They're leaving you because you are moving on to a greater space of light, clarity, frequency, wisdom, expression of your totality of who you really are. I've been through a lot, though. My child, you have nothing to fear. I'm here to remind you that after a storm, the air is cleared and life will begin even better. It's like that new day dawning, the age of Aquarius, heaven on earth, new beginnings, that new world. The silly thing is, after the storm, the air is cleared and life will begin again, even better. And that goes perfectly with the 9, the ending. And the silly thing is, if you refuse to take shelter, you will get soaked and you may have to repair a lot of damage. If you created the chaos, you will have to clean it up. But if others are the cause, you must step out and wade out the storm. You will be glad you did. A good thing to say to yourself is no drama. So just be the observer. Just be the observer. Whether you feel you're the creator or others are the creating, you as the observer are transmuting it. So stay out of the drama, or be the eye. Be the eye. Right here it looks like the eye. The storm is in her eye, being the eye of the storm. Just be the observer. Allow the discomforts, allow the emotions, allow the feelings, allow them to flow through you as your awareness, not in neutrality. And you got moving forward. Isn't this not perfect? This is perfect to this card. Here we are in the storm, clearing up the chaos, debris, moving things out of your life that are not resonant to your journey anymore, your soul's contract. The Brigitte that you are embodying now is not the same it was yesterday. You are moving forward. The best way to say it for physical beings is moving forward, but you're shifting. Get ready for positive change, Brigitte. This is so beautiful. It's almost like the dawning of a new day after the storm when the sun comes out. You're on the brink. The brink. It is there. It is already there. She's on a polar bear. Her eyes are closed. She's allowing the polar bear to carry her. Look at all the snow. To me, I love snow. It is crystallized water. It is divinity. It is pure. It is white. It is the crystallization of thought forms of it's representing the manifestations of new frequencies that you've allowed yourself to embody. You've had to be strong. The polar bear is even white, representing that purity, that oneness, that allowance of your divine self to carry you, allowing the higher power to carry you through your strength and your courage and being strong and allowance. It is now going to carry you, just like that in-breath, that oxygen doing all the work behind the scenes for you. You sit and you allow that breath in, and then the inside, the body does the rest. So you've done the work. Allow spirit to carry you. Your frequency and your allowance, your transmutation is doing the work for you. Moving forward. All right, let's just see what it says. I love it. Get ready for positive change. I'll just show you the card as I'm reading it. Oops, which way? Situations and events, Brigitte, of the past are clearing and making way for positive changes. Turn the negative experiences into positive ones and a more rewarding future. You have resources and ability to move forward now. Take a leap of faith, knowing the angels will open the doors for you and present a clearer and smoother road ahead. Don't let fear or stagnation hold you back. Your mantra should be, I am ready to move forward with confidence. And that's exactly what the bells earlier. Confident, strong, clear, just this anchored of strength in your beingness. And your being isn't just here. You're also got your other parts of you supporting you, communicating with you for this timeline. Beautiful. And she's above the clouds. See, above the storm. This polar bear isn't in the water. At first I thought it was water, or is it clouds? Anyways, it looks clouds. Anyways, he's carrying you above the density. Your spirit is carrying you to where you need to go. Just allow and be present in your moment and grounding in your present moment through your heart space. Your heart space is where you need to be. That grounds you, that brings you to the present, and it allows you to enter the flow of you, the flow of spirit, the flow of where you need to be, which is now. But that every moment of now that you allow is projecting in your physical. Death and rebirth loop or looping. I feel you're not looping anymore. I don't think you're looping. It's time for you to get off the cycle, the 9 to the 10, because you're moving forward. You're not looping. I believe you're breaking a cycle. You're breaking a cycle that has been very deep within you and been running for a long time, Brigitte. This is the end of cycles. If you're in the cycle and looping, you're just going to keep repeating. You're not repeating. Surrender to the fear, because that's false evidence appearing real. There's only love for you. Only love is real, they're saying. You are getting off the cycles of the fears, of the illusions. And as far as the death and rebirth goes, it's a death to an old way of being, but it's a continuum of Brigitte, your spirit. Life is a constant continuum. It doesn't end. The physical part likes to see things death and rebirth, and it does. There are cycles, but within that cycle of the death and rebirth for you, it's actually an expanded you. You're actually gathering more of your power. You are integrating more soul aspects of yourself to be lived in this here and now. So you're birthing, but your birthing, Bridget, is more of an activating. More you, more you, more you, more light illuminating through your allowance. Do I have my Mother Earth? I'm going to pull you one more, Bridget. One more. Oh, that was Melanie that commented death. I thought that was you, Bridget. Sorry. Death, rebirth, or looping. I think we're done with the looping. I think we've had enough of that. We shift, we traverse. But as far as the cycle goes, we're done with that. We're done. Spirit says, you're done with that. One last one, Bridget, because we're talking about the heart and being centered in the heart and connecting to the heart and letting our heart do the work. I just want to see what the heart, Mother Earth heart card wants to say. And because you are so grounded to Mother Earth and you love grounding. This is a heart shape, sort of, ice patch, but it's reflecting. It's almost like reflecting. It looks like it's reflecting a distorted version. It's not exact. It's a little bit distorted. It's like your heart, to me, it's actually showing our heart. You can't tell which one is the real heart, which one's reflecting what, but it looks more like this one, the fuller heart, is reflecting this heart. If you look at it upside down, there's another heart with wings. So I'm feeling that the more centered and the more anchored in your heart, the more you're in your present moment and allow the fear, do it anyways. Transmute the fear into the love and light that it is that you are going to be reflecting. And that's how you end that cycle. You're creating and manifesting or shifting to that new earth. But the back says, we all have little moments of insight. What was yours today? When you acknowledge these moments, whether it be connecting the dots or it inspired in some way, you expand the magic and abundance in your life. You are the vessel of the divine knowledge. You are the vessel of divine knowledge when you are open to receive. So yeah, it's just about allowing the fear show you something that you are believing in. So fears are false evidence appearing real, but fear is a gift that shows us that we are believing in something or buying into something or holding on to something that is not serving us. It is an illusion. So fear is a gift to point to us to something that is no longer serving us because it is keeping us stagnant or it's holding us back. So you are transmuting a lot of fear, and that's beautiful because all you're going to find is the light, because that is all that is real anyways. And then you're going to reflect that, manifest that in your reality. Very beautiful. And appreciate the ahas. When you get that and connect the dots, say, oh my God, thank you for that. And then what it does is it feeds it for you to have more of those moments. It gives it light, it gives it nourishment. And every aha is like a component, an ingredient, in that salad, or a topping on that pizza. Thank you, Bridget, so much for holding space for this message for all of us. Thank you so much, Bridget. Thank you for being a master light blaster. And as much fear as one holds, that is showing you the other end of that is as much power and as much light as they have to transmute it. So thank you. All right. If anybody else made a donation, please let me know. I know, Lauren, the main mall in South Portland, we do have still malls. I very, very, very rarely frequent a mall. I don't like going into stores. I don't even know if you're still there, Lauren, but I'm an Amazon shopper personally. I didn't even go in the mall. Oh, we went once for Santa for Mythos. Yeah, the physical body is so used to vibrating slowly, dense, the predictable. It's used to energy moving so slowly that it's comfortable in its normal linear state of expansion. But like Bridget said, it frightens her because we're shifting exponentially and it's a little scary because our physical being isn't ready. But that is actually a positive sign that how quickly you're ascending and evolving and activating and expanding and anchoring into your heart and light. It's a dichotomy all the time. It's a paradox. You're becoming more anchored in your heart, but yet everything outside of you is unstable. All right. Oh, I'm holding my classes. All right. If anyone made a donation, let me know. If anyone right there is there that is shared out. Melanie says, "3 is scarier, especially the peeps." LOL. How true. If anyone's there that shared out and want a quickie, let me know. Oh, Melanie donated. Okay. Thank you so much, Melanie. I just saw you. I saw the Gmail thing go up, but it doesn't tell me if it's from PayPal or whatever, but the Gmail comes up. Okay, Melanie, that was a junk store. Spencer's or Limited? Okay. Okay. All right, Melanie, thank you so much. And thank you for sharing. Okay, so I'll do Melanie, and then if I have time, I will do a Sherry out. I'll do you a quickie, Lauren. All right, Melanie. Any particular question, Melanie? Hold on. If so, type it. And otherwise, just tune in and tap into your heart space to receive the highest frequency. Don't forget, what we bring our awareness to, guys, is what we create. And when we allow and tune into our heart space, we're literally tuning in, tapping in, and allowing the highest frequency of ourself to be created, to be given, to be received. I don't know if it's your name, Melanie, or not, but names also reflect a vibration. And they said, Melanie came for the long haul. Melanie came for the long haul. No quick, easy outs for Melanie. She came here for a thorough, you came here for a thorough experience on earth, they said. No quick shortcuts for you. No quick shortcuts for you. You came for the long haul. You're an old spirit, an old soul. Such powerful energy, very emotional. So much ancient knowledge and wisdom within you. You may be aware of some of it, but you are here during this long haul, this journey, to become aware of all of the ancient wisdom and knowledge that you hold within you on this physical timeline. Geez, I'm crow. Very powerful. Yeah, very powerful. I'm wanting to pull something more powerful, but I guess the police. Is that all I brought forth? Okay. All right. So I went to look to see what I had for cards that I brought down to the pool, but this one was standing all by itself, Melanie, so I'm not going to discard it. I was going to shuffle here. And as our frequency rises, like I've said in other other lives, that as our frequency rises, things are more effortless us. We are not having to take as much physical action. It's more a state of being, just like that in-breath and all the work that's being done within our body. We don't have to go and say, hey, heart, pump the blood, take in the oxygen lungs. Hey, blood, don't forget to deliver over to my kidneys. We don't do any of that. It happens. And as we connect and allow more and more of our natural state of being, which is love and light, as we allow and illuminate more of our God self, our divine self, work is more effortless. And this might apply just for you as a message too, Melanie. So I've been finding cards just there. When I go to shuffle, there's one card there, and I didn't even know it dropped. So I'm going to go with this for you and trust it. And what it says is reminder, Melanie. And that goes along perfectly when I said the ancient wisdom and knowledge that you hold deep within you. It's like, oh my God. And I know this is true. There's some, it's your higher self, I think, coming through saying, remember who you are. Remember, you came here to remember, Melanie. You came here to remember. Don't forget. And then right here it says, don't forget. So maybe you had forgotten a little bit of who you are, and the journey seems so long and arduous at times because you know innately what you are and who you are and what you embody and the totality of you. And so this journey on earth is about remembering, reactivating, implementing all that you are on this physical plane, Melanie. This is so beautiful. And it can seem hidden at times, like this little patch of, I don't know what it is, light or opening or portal, is amongst a bunch of trees. So you know when there's a big garden or things are really thick, things can end up blending in and not standing out. So you as a person might feel that you haven't been standing out, or you innately know there's something really special or important or beautiful within you that hasn't been expressed yet. And you might feel that you get in a little bit mixed in or shuffled in with the crowd, and you know it's there. And and you want it to stand out, and you want to know what it is, and that this life and your experiences are to reveal that. In this bush here, there is a little a little face. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see here. There's this little guy right here. I don't know if you guys can see it in the camera or the lighting. He's right there. There's a little mouth, little eyes, nose, ears. There's this little body here, a little head. Let me see. The little head. He's almost like the Marshmallow Man on Ghostbusters. He's all full. You're all full. You got all this knowledge within you. There's this fullness. And he's got these two little swirly arms. But God, if I could just show the face better. He's smiling. He's smiling and he's happy and he's got a little hairdo. And his little face, there he is. There he is. See him right there? The lighting might not be perfect. And then he's got this big kind of marshmallow body and these little swirly arms. And he looks like Elroy. Do you guys remember or anybody know about the Jetsons? I'm really going back in time. That was my favorite cartoon. Meet Boy Elroy. Meet George Jetson, his wife Judy. Oh no, his daughter Judy, Jane, his wife, his boy Elroy. And I love that show because it was galactic and it was multidimensional. And I always loved it. And I loved the way they could talk and their hologram would appear on the telephones. That was my favorite cartoon as a kid. Well, this looks like his boy Elroy. So I don't know if that makes any sense to you or not. But to me, it's also saying you've got powers within you that are being revealed to you. You're here to remember them. You're not going to forget them. And interdimensionally connected, galactic, maybe you know and are aware that you multidimensional travel, that you're aware maybe you leave your body, but you know, in their little spaceships and they go all over and they got the space communities. Sprockets, is that where George worked? Sprockets, whatever. Anyways, reminder, let's see what it says. You guys are so fun. OMNOP reminder. Let's see what it says. Oh, Spacely Sprockets. Yes, I love that. Oh, and Rosie, the robot maid, and she's so like, when I was little, it seemed so advanced, but now she's so clunky. But one of the things I loved about it was when you could push the button and the little thing came up and you could get your food or drink right there. I just love that. I love that show. I love it. All right. I should watch it. I should show my mythos it just for old time's sakes. My child, sometimes I need to remind you of a lesson you've already learned. When I provide you with a familiar situation, you will follow the same path blindly. Okay, this is for you. It's like your higher self or spirit speaking to you, Melanie. When I provide you with a familiar situation, will you follow the same path blindly or choose another direction? When you draw the symbol for a reminder, you're being asked to remember all that you've learned about life and love up to now. Don't forget what you know already, as it isn't to learn the same thing twice. Then again, how else do you learn? Keep the faith and be good to yourself. You can always start again if you make a mistake. If you stumble, I will surely catch you. Remember what you know. So this is also saying 8, 9, 10. This is a 28. So this is also saying that you are also entering a new timeline. You're wrapping up a cycle and you've learned it and you've beaten it to a pulp. No sense. There's something maybe you're contemplating if you've learned enough, or did you do good enough, or did you learn all there was? And if you're questioning anything about yourself, the answer is move on. You've learned it. You've done it. Lock the key to that door and move on, Melanie. Maybe you think you could have done a relationship better. Maybe you thought you could have done a job better. Maybe you think you could have done, you're questioning something. Maybe, could I done it better? No, you did it perfect. Time to move on. Move on. Take all that you've learned and move on to allow more of your light to come through. Keep running. You're done running that same cycle. Okay. Simple as that. Your favorite too? No shit. Are you talking the Jetsons? I want to say the Jeffersons. My favorite comedy, I have to say, is the Jeffersons. George Jefferson. And it's funny, they're both George Jetson. There's something with the name George Jetsons and George Jefferson. Moving on up to the big top, whatever, when they moved up in the high rise. All right, Melanie, intuition. Trust your tuition. Your tuition is always speaking to you. The ego might get in the way, or you might question yourself or doubt yourself, or there's something in you maybe that you were taught, or maybe as a kid growing up, you had to learn the hard way, or you were brought up maybe kind of strict, or I'm feeling heartache in my left So maybe your upbringing was hard on you. So you're hard on yourself, and maybe it didn't teach you to trust yourself. You might have been taught to trust something outside of you, or rules or regulations or religion or what have you, or compare yourself to the outside world or the manifest world. But oh my God, so Melanie, you're a beautiful star shining. You are unique, you are individual. Do never compare yourself to the outside. No one can compare to you. And maybe there's been this thing where you've thought maybe you weren't good enough, or didn't measure up, or had to be more than you are, or you already all are all that. Don't put yourself on that same cycle either. Get off it. You're done. You're done with it. Shine the light that you are. And it goes back to Frank in the beginning. Shine. This little light of mine is going to shine. Frank had that song coming. That song is the song of the day. This little light of mine is going to shine, shine, shine. So that little light of yours that might have been lost or dimmed, it's now time for you to shine. Remember your light. Remember who you are. You are a pure divine being of God's source energy, and you came to shine, not to diminish. Trust yourself, trust your tuition, trust your guidance. And how do you know if it's your guidance or the little voice that is the ego? It feels good, it feels exciting, it feels enlightening, it feels light. You are a light being. How to trust your guidance, guys? If it feels light, it's truth. If it feels dense, compartmentalized, tight, belittling, it's not true. Even your own thoughts about yourself. So trust your tuition. Piercing. This woman has a unicorn, like a spiral, almost like a drill, piercing through the limitations, piercing through the cement walls, piercing through the drilling through the barriers. That's what I see on this forehead. But what's going to do it? Not just physical force, your tuition. This horn, this unicorn horn, is coming out of her third eye. It's breaking through the limitations and the barriers and the illusions of separation, or not thinking you're good enough, thinking God is outside of you. You are all of that. Beautiful, blooming, gorgeous, free. You will be free. You're free. You're entering this place of freedom, free to be you, free not to judge or think or compare from anything outside of you. All of those were illusions to get you to point inwards and to know and to connect to who you are. Do not forget who you are. Remember who you are, your divine love and light. You came for a purpose. You came to shine. You don't have anything to prove. You don't have anything to justify. Just be in who you are. Be in the light of your heart. Breathe into your heart space. Be present and allow your light to be manifested and reflected in this world. For your enjoyment, for your pleasure, not for your reprimandation, not to belittle or to teach you or to scorn you, or to teach you, but not in a way where it's punishment. To enlighten you, allow life to enlighten you. Very beautiful. All right, let's go to the card. We all can learn from that. Thank you for holding space for this message, intuition. Intuition, here we go. Melanie, trust your tuition. Your tuition. Here, I'll hold this for you if you want to look at it while I read. Do. Can you see anything? Whoops, hard to line up here. Your intuition is an inherent gift to you. It is your infinite and divine intelligence guiding you in all ways in your thoughts, words, dreams, and deeds. Everyone has innate intuitive abilities that need to be put to practice when facing challenges. You may experience this as a gut feeling or a hunch that may be very accurate indicators of the right choices for you. Practicing and exercising your intuitive abilities can strengthen these gifts, which can give you the advantage when making decisions. Developing your intuitive abilities is probably one of the most valuable things you will ever do for yourself. Intuition is very accurate guiding force in all aspects of life and can contribute to your success and fulfillment. Your mantra is, I trust my intuition to guide me in all areas of my life. Hey. So how do you strengthen your tuition? You follow it. You have faith. You build it like a faith muscle. When you're intuitive, follow it. It becomes stronger. It becomes stronger. And then you trust. So it's not even just through an exercise modality or tool, but you are the tool to take a chance and to follow your tuition. Discern it, and to take a chance, to trust it. You're building great trust within yourself as well. Hey, Deborah. I would love to do my light soul light. Oh, do you want to pop on? Do you want me to have you come on? Let me see if I can put a guest here. Hold on. Invite guests. Copy. I will put it in, hold on here. I will put it in the post comments. Where are we? And if you, whoops, paste, chat. If you want to come on, Melanie, I'm putting the link right there for you. What I'll do is I'll put it right there. I think that'll work. Just awoke. Awesome. You just remembered. Yeah, you just woke it back up. It was always there, Melanie, and that's part of what that remembering is. And don't forget, you already are holding all of that, and following that and stepping out in that is only going to strengthen it. So if you want to pop on, just hit that StreamYard thing right there, and I'll allow you to share it with all of us. Let me know. I don't see anybody in the guests. Invite guests. Copy. No video? Okay. You don't have to have video. You can, oh, there you are. Well, that doesn't look like Melanie. Oh, there she is. All right. Guess we got a few here.
Hello, it's me.
Hey, Melanie's here too. Hold on a second. There she
I'm like,
is.
that's not me.
Well, that's what I was like. I'm like, Melanie, that's not you. Well, welcome, guys. Thank you. Cool guy here.
Can you hear me?
All right. Yes, I can hear you. Did you not want video, or you want just audio?
Well, what I was saying was I just woke up, so I'm a little bit of a hot mess. I'm on the West Coast, so it's still, well, it's almost 10, but
behind. Yeah.
rough
Yeah,
night.
no, I wouldn't do it either. Even though I wouldn't put people through.
Yeah, I wanted to share a light, just some soul light language for you, because I know you also.
God. This is awesome. Thank you so much. And everybody watching now or later, just be open to receiving it. So Melanie's going to be holding space and channeling these light activations, and this is beautiful. Or I'll let you describe it like you want, or
Exactly how you just actually exactly how you just described it.
Oh, this is so awesome. So yeah, you're channeling the light that we need to receive and be brought to our awareness.
I'm coming out of my closet. Coming out of the soul language closet, yeah.
Oh, this is so beautiful.
Okay, one memento here. Okay.
Oh my God, I feel it already coming in.
Moskite konia talakai kukaya no to skita mo tayalaki matai ole sete ko atari motoya nitaski kokui nitalapo hayo no to taski patai kayo ayo no tari kaisi no to mati kuki nitale kosa pataya pa moyaliki mataya sikano to kayo ayo papapaya nintala sayo Mita, makayo kuku, ayo tali matoko, ay taliskate moto. Mito lika siti kayo no tole, payo ni tala kayo to. Haski ku, kapay mo, mayo lika inu, yusay loloto, hayanita, haiska, hatayola, matola paka, iwa, isatari anata, lakaya no totoriskatika, Takayalo, mayo, pai, piki, wasketeremoto, halapa.
Beautiful. Thank you. That was beautiful, Melanie. Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't want to overdo it, but I
oh my God, that was beautiful. And even before you started, like your intent to do it, I felt like my whole body just opened up, and it became like this light, just this light vibrating. I could just feel everything, but the density, it's like it released, and then you started it, and it very beautiful. Just the intent in itself and the energy that came forth. Do you have anything else that
I just wanted to say
any
that
verbal interpretation or
I was going to say your reading was 100% on point. So I've been following you for a while. I love your messages. Your your gift to channel, the way that you do it with you're just very flowy, and it's just very heartfelt. And I just wanted to let you know that, since I've never spoken to you before.
Thank you.
But yeah, it's really beautiful. It always kind of just fills me up with, just a wonderful vibration, and everything you said was just 100% accurate. So I know that you just truly connected with my higher self. So I just wanted to.
I don't get affirmations like that all the time, so that means the world to me. So thank you.
I've been around the Facebook, and you're one of the ones that I just know is truly from the channel is just so pure.
You made me cry. That's so beautiful.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know. And I just want to give you one more little light language. This is just for your heart.
Goody.
Okay,
goody. Oh my God.
That was more. I was trying to do more of a generalized collective on the last one, just for everybody to kind of feel it.
This is such a gift.
So, ietoi kaino topai, maskio tai laiabo, ikinotai kosita. Iotole mato kaiama, iure siki wa taimo tekika, hayo matai siko, hatai kinata, poitai ni tale kokoyama, yiko tai sotai kanatoli kamamo, papayupa, ikiwama satai onidala, hayoto, haikiwa. Maiori ni taresito yutoli kamatale so tarepa motai kuku hayetolima potoyane iola ito statariakopa.
Wow. Thank you. It was definitely heart healing. I felt it all. I felt it all in the heart. Like you said, it was intended for the heart, and that's why I felt it. I felt I like, it feels like infusion of light, but I know it's an activation of light because I could feel little like nooks and crannies opening up, pains, healing the cracks. You know what I mean? Healing the cracks.
Yes, exactly. It's trying to kind of like weave it in at the same time. It's kind of a weaving motion, so it's just helps to integrate, just really helps to smooth out.
Oh my God. So yeah, what a beautiful gift. Thank you so much, Melanie, for hopping on. And anytime you want to, or even if you ever want to do like lives or anything, or join me, feel free.
I've been doing this for a long time, but I took a long time off, and my guidance is like, get your butt out there. So, because I've been in the 3D world for quite a while, so now I'm
beautiful. So do you do that? Like, do you have a page, or are you doing that? Or
I have my own page. I have a page on Facebook. It's called Interdimension, because I take I connect with when you were talking about the interdimensional beings.
Yeah. I'll go to it. I don't know if I'm
aware of that page. It's like inter, and then there's a space dimension, and I connect with the interdimensional beings. So what I do is I take photographs. They show themselves to me, so I'm able to get them out there to show. And then I also transmute them, and you'll see the energies in the photos of the divine spirit. I mean, the ascended masters. You'll see. I mean, it's just amazing when whoever I'm working with at the time pops through into the field, and then I'm able to capture the energy and then show it. So
how do you show it? Through a picture or a drawing?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
You have to go if you go to the page, you'll kind of see, and you go through all the photos, you'll kind of see a gist of it. But it's basically, I have been doing it for so long that now they're so accepting of me, and it's like I'm a magnet for that. So they kind of come to me to show them. So they'll be in my field. I could hear them. I could sense them. I'll take the photos, and literally I'll see them all around my auric field.
Okay, with a physical camera or phone. Okay.
Yeah, I could take a picture of your auric field and I'll be able to show you what's in your auric field.
Okay, I understand
So
now.
it's a little
Yeah,
different.
put it in the comments, would you? Your interdimensional or
Oh
the
yeah,
link or
yeah, I
something?
will. Yeah.
I want
So
to.
I just
Maybe
haven't.
I've seen it.
I do it for friends. I'm one of the,
Yeah, it'd just be nice to
people call
to
me and
look
I'll
at.
do it for friends, but it's not
I
something
would
that
just
I
like
do
to observe
professionally.
them. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd like to
they're
just
really
observe
cool.
it.
They're really cool. Well, thank you
Oh,
for
that's so
letting me
awesome.
share that with you guys. I
Oh
really
my
appreciate
God.
it.
What a blessing and what a beautiful way to end the live. Very beautiful. Thank you so much.
You're
I love
welcome.
it.
Thank you. I really
Are you in
appreciate.
California?
No,
Are
I'm
you
in
in California?
Washington. I'm in Washington.
Oh, I always want to go there. That's awesome.
It's nice. It's a little gloomy today, but lots
Same
of
here.
wind.
Yeah. Are you on the coast then?
No, actually, well, I'm close to the water, but by a big lake, one of the major lakes. So
Cool. Yeah.
lots of wind, but I am close to Seattle, right? We're really close to Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Where are you located? Are you on the East Coast?
I'm on Maine, the Maine coast, so complete
Oh my
opposite,
goodness.
all the way to the
Okay.
other end.
Well,
Yeah.
I'd like to come up there and see about the lobster.
Yeah, it's good. That's what we're known for. Yeah,
You're
it's good.
probably
But
sick of it
Washington,
though.
no, I don't ever get sick of seafood. No.
Okay.
Not that I have it that much. That's the thing. People that are here don't always have it. It's like the vacationers that come and get it a lot. Like I
Yeah.
like to buy it and cook it, but I would never order it in a restaurant. It's just a lot of work and
Oh yeah.
money for what it's worth. It's something I would do at home. Like I'll go to the fish market and get some. But
Totally.
all right.
I didn't say hi to Lauren. Hi, Lauren.
Yeah. And so Lauren, did you have something you popped on to share?
Hello.
You want to forget
I
about
mean, I
me? That's
figured
fine.
that putting my face out there would give me the motivation for my headache to go away or something. Because I've been feeling kind of weird. It's just I've been trying to work through whatever this energy is, but it just won't go away. It's like, okay, I'll be down for 2 days, then I'm up for 1 day, then I'm down again, then I'm up again.
Well, I
It's
could tell you that the energies right now coming through from the sun are just intense. Every one of my friends, they're all healers. They're all mediums. We have groups and we sit down and we talk about this and we actually clear each other because there's so much debris right now coming from the astral that'll get trapped on your field and you don't even realize it and it's cloaked. You need to remove that debris and then you will feel so much lighter. And you have to do it on a daily basis and sometimes twice a day when you work in this business. I can't even tell you. It's crazy.
Okay,
yeah, I'm
so
working
I
on a
heard.
speech, trying to really fine tune my skills even further. I figured, okay, Toastmasters was great, but now it's time to really go up the ante so I can get paid to do what it is that I do. And it's just like, all right, I got by the 25th to get everything done, and it's just like, dang. But I'm making good headway, so I can't complain.
Yes, just go with the flow. Just be present. When you try to push, that's what creates the resistance. When you try to push too hard, just give to yourself right now, Lauren. Do you have any? Are you thinking just visualize? Like, do you have any suggestions, Melanie?
Well, I do.
I'm just curious.
I do. I can help do that, but sometimes it's more powerful to do yourself. Let me grab my tool here really quick. If you have a minute, I could help.
Okay, sure. I pulled you a card, Lauren, too, because I know I said I was going to end it with you. So while she's getting her tool, I'm just going to give you your message. And yeah, definitely lots of change taking place, transformation, because you got the 50 on the card, and it is the moon. So that is bringing out and clearing energies that are going to bring forth the change. So letting go, releasing, transmuting energies that are going to allow you to step into this change. Because I know you're trying, but I feel like there's a little bit of, like she was saying, a little bit of debris or a little bit of energies that you're kind of fighting with right now. But let's just see what it says.
I'm having crazy thoughts too. It's just like, okay, for whatever reason, Gemini's popping into my mind, and then my dead twins popping up in my head again. And then I keep thinking about inviting Marvin Gaye to a birthday party for whatever reason. That's coming out of nowhere. It's just a lot of nonsensical kind of stuff. It's just like, why?
I'm picking up you've got a lot of people hanging on you, whether you just haven't been releasing people. If you've been doing readings, it's really important that you have to release everyone or they will hang on you. Like I'll release Rhea. Rhea will probably release me. And then so on. You've also got, I would say some lower vibrational energies that could have been picked up. You can pick them up at the grocery store. That's usually where I'll get them. I have to come home, and before I come in, I try to clear myself. Now, again, it's hard. You have to like almost put this on a reminder list to do this because it'll catch up with you, and all of a sudden you'll have this massive headache. You'll feel pain in your body. You'll lash out at somebody for no reason, and you don't know what it's from, but it's not even you. It's that energy. So, which is, obviously Rio probably knows this for sure, but it's just a reminder that we all forget. I forget it all the time, and all my friends who are in the business forget it. So we're always clearing each other, or they're clearing, it's powerful to clear yourself. You just have to call it in. But so yes. I could help right now if you wanted. I could help clear it for you, or you could clear it yourself. It's up to you. I could also do a little light language transmission for you just to kind of boost it. It helps.
Either way, I've been doing light language myself too, and on TikTok as well. Usually when my light language comes out, it's more of a whispery kind of stuff. It's really fast and it's like that. So
everybody's different. Yeah, it just depends on what you relate to. But I'm checking your energy right now, and it's in obviously little overthinking, and you're in a little stress, anxiety mode.
I just got a bill that I didn't expect that I would be getting. So there's a little bit of that, but I'm working that out, trying to find out what the real story is behind all of that. But it's just, I always overthink. It's not because I overthink, it's just that I'm a thinker by nature anyway. So
sure. Well, what I have is my friend, one of my close friends, she wrote a book and she has these galactic celestial codes, and a lot of them, they're all over the place, but we've got there's abundance codes, there's fear, there's anxiety. It's just amazing. She's got over 100 codes now. So I'm actually attuned with her codes. I could actually send you the abundance code, but I would release the fear and anxiety first before I did that. So if you wanted, I could do that for you. I could do it offline if you want to, whatever you prefer. Rhea, if you have to go.
Either way, it's fine either online or offline.
So if you want to just hands and feet apart, and I want you just to walk down a crystalline path and go down to the water, stick your feet in, ground yourself to Mother Gaia as deep as you can, and just relax, Lauren. And we're going to pump up your energy first, and then we'll give you the codes, okay?
Sure.
Mitai skoi kai no tole ka hahi ku hiamato to yama. Isai no tole ka hianoto. Paki wa fasate ka nutale ka hanata. Isai no lea amato kuku kai ana. Puidata kasita ta ku kai. Pasi putuku matele kuku yamata. Maskite yamato. Okay, so now you're in open flow is what I call it now. Your energy's a lot more open. So now I can give you the codes. So 1 to 10. I'm just going to go ahead and pack you. You need a lot of the codes. The first 10 codes are all of the opening. You're opening your heart field. You're getting rid of your anxiety and fear. And then it goes into codes for abundance, which is what you were asking for. So we're going to go ahead. And abundance can be not just be monetary. It could be many things. So, okay. So ndale kapatai kuku yamatare skate yamoto ku, Mr. Italako. 1 through 10. 10 through 20.
Well, maybe I should reach out to my twin then. Maybe that's why I'm thinking of it, because maybe he's trying to get in touch with me for some reason. My twin, more than likely, is probably one of my guides, or at least a guide of some sort.
Yes, that's what I get. Yeah, so those will take a couple days to simulate. Those actually will, any codes that you might need, Rhea, or anybody on the live, those abundance code work for everybody.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you that, just for the people out there know that they can accept that.
Yeah, her codes are just amazing. And she gives little classes on them too. So if you want to, it's kind of like a Reiki attunement, but they're the galactic celestial codes that she has channeled over the last several years. We work a lot with the Native Americans, so we do a lot of crossings together. She's great. But so your energy looks a lot better. Do you feel any different yet, Lauren, or are you feeling like
Not
a little
really,
more calm?
But I'll get there. It's not like I'm gonna go ahead and die or something. It's not like I'm on death's door.
Yeah, there's always help available. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing your lives. Just take it easy and don't overthink it, because when you overthink, you're calling in the overthinking. You're calling in the non-abundance. So just trust.
That's what your card came through too. But I'm feeling just really trust your own gut and let go of other people's ideas and perceptions and follow your way, Lauren. I think what's happening is you're carrying a lot of other people's energy and have-tos, and it gets in the head. And it's just about tuning in to your energy and your heart space and following your gut and your intuition, even if it is different than your peers or the groups you typically would follow or take instruction by. I think there's a big call to release that and really tune in to your soul's calling. Because it isn't necessarily going to match.
If I'm going to be in a group that try to learn how to do, professional speaking, I wouldn't even call it public speaking, but professional speaking. If I'm not going to listen to them, why am I in this group? Why am I, spending all this time doing all these exercises and doing things if I'm, just going to do things my own way? I mean, doing things my own way is great. I'm not saying it's bad, but I mean, I've reached kind of a plateau. So now I'm going to need some more instructional help to get.
It's a balance. It's a balance. It's not disregarding what other people tell you, but you can gain and take what you want and actually continue creating more from that, more ideas.
I'm not going to blindly follow just what somebody said. I mean, there's a lot of things that, not only a lot of things, but there's some things that they've said that's just like, okay, that makes no sense to me. Just like one of the books they were saying, oh, read this book. And the book's like, oh, you may have great knowledge of something, but you can't sell it. It's like, why?
Yeah. Well, you have to use a lot of discernment, because
exactly what I was going to say.
There's a lot of light workers out there. You just have to really trust your own intuition on this and check the energy, because you might be a little bit ahead of what they are now going through, if that makes sense. So you have to always be a step. You have to know where you're at, basically, and then you'll know where they're at, because or there's a lot of people that might be thinking they are, I don't want to say this, but working in the light, but maybe who they're connected with isn't so light. So I know Rhea's energy is blasted out to outer space light, so I trust her messages. So you just have to really use your discernment with who, and I've taken a lot of classes too, and I've done a lot of that as well. And a lot of it didn't resonate, and you just have to take with it what you want. And then you have to just, get rid of the rest. So just really trust yourself.
For this book that I'm this memoir that I wrote, but it seems that, the 3 simple edits that came back, 2 or 3 of the people don't seem to really be right. I mean, out of the 4 people I've done, I think 1 might be an okay fit to a good fit, but the rest are just So, I mean, later on today, I have to message them back saying, I made my final decision, and I guess you're cut. So here we go.
Obviously, you want to, in this time, in this day and age, you have to do it very pleasantly. You don't want anybody, there's a lot of little poison arrows that sometimes can get slung at you. Yeah. just gracefully just walk away and clear yourself. You had a lot of stuff on you. It's cleared for right now, but you know what? In a couple hours, it could jump back on if the vibration drops a little. So just listen to some good music, dance it up, whatever you got to do. Go for a walk, go for a run like Rhea does. And then whatever
Lauren
you got to
does a
do.
lot of walking.
It's just been a bit cold out. So, I mean, I guess not as cold as where you are, but it's going to warm up today. 67 degrees, it's 59 degrees now, but it's not that sunny out.
I know. Well, you might have to get, I have to get one of those happy lights because those work for low sunlight. They're like just little lights that you could sit by your bed, and that'll actually help, get some vitamin D and kind of, something like that.
I walked
know
9 miles last week, so that was pretty good because the sun did come out and it did warm up to about 74 last week.
Wow. Well, 59 is actually sounding pretty warm right now for a lot of people. So.
Yeah, I'm 30 today, which is actually mild for this time of year for here.
Yeah, well, just keep your chin up. Just keep plugging along. These energies right now are intense, and tomorrow's a full moon. Mercury's in retrograde. A lot of planets are doing all sorts of weird stuff right now. So keep all that in mind. It's not just you; it's the collective.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be okay because once I really bounce back and get everything done, I'm surprised I've gotten this far already. So, I mean, like I said, I've got my bills paid up 2 months in advance, so nothing bad can really happen too terribly. All I can do is either rest it out, wait it out, and just keep doing what I've been doing, but just try to do it better. That's it.
Yeah, well, take it easy on yourself. Baby steps, That's what we're all doing right now, so.
Yeah, but I've been in the rehearsal room for a little bit too long, and even though it's a universal year of 7, it's time to really put the pedal to the metal.
Yeah. Well, keep plugging forward. So since we've been talking on the phone, and you're kind of like going a little bit backwards on your energy, so think about lighter stuff.
Clear. Yeah,
keep it light. Keep it light. Keep it light. Keep your energy open.
Yeah,
when it drops, you're going to get that. You're going to get that stuff jumping on you. It's. I see it all the time. So just be careful.
I'll be all right. It's not going to jump on me too bad. It's not like I'm going to be throwing up or something. I mean, I
hope not.
You don't want to get to that state. Just stay light. Stay centered. Trust yourself.
Well, blessings for both of you. Thank you so much.
Melanie,
thanks so much for having me.
Again, and thank you, Lauren, for popping on, and thank you everybody who's brought their presence here and shared their light. And you're so appreciated.
Yeah, I know.
And so
I saw your
loved,
spotlight. I apologize for that.
No. Thank you so much, all of you guys. Thank you. You guys are all reflecting aspects of one another, and held space, and you shared it, you received, you accepted, and Melanie, thank you so much for your gifts. It's so beautiful.
Well, thank you, Rhea, for always being available and shining your light. You're always a beacon.
It's the way I keep myself clear, because I will get bogged down if I don't do that. That's the way I keep myself clear. So thank you so much, guys, for taking it in. All right, guys. Love you.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye, Lauren. Thank you.